I am Sophia Patzer. I have been taking lessons for about 3 years now. I think about started in fifth grade, so why can't I do math right now? Uh, like 7 years. I play violin. I went to Worthington Kilbourne. Megan Wetzel was my violin teacher. I'd say mostly like keeping my wrist from like going up and touching the neck of the instrument was my biggest challenge when I first started, and kind of just making my fingers work the way that my brain wanted them to. I like wanted to play an instrument, and my parents had always like said that I should play an instrument at some point in my life, and they thought that a violin would be good for me just because they felt like it kind of matched my personality, kind of. I really liked a lot of the string instruments. Like, I really like bass and cello a lot, but I just felt like, I don't know, it just wasn't for me. So I think the violin was kind of where I gravitated towards. I'm really liking the one that I'm playing right now, that I'm working on, the Giver by Chapel Roan, and I feel like there's more that, like, there's a school one that, like, I really like playing Howl's Moving Castle. That was my school senior piece. That was one of my favorites to play, just because I love that song. Lessons helped me a lot with, like, personal, like, growth in my instrument playing. I think that before I was doing all right with like the big groups, and I would like blend in really well, but I think that lessons gave me that sense of individuality within my playing, and it's not that I'm just going along with the group as much anymore, and I'm kind of thinking about how I want to play and how I want to be in a musician, and I think that lessons really helped me with that. I'd say that some of my favorite musicians are probably either both Luna, love Luna, and probably Chapel Roan, and I listen to a lot of people, so it's really hard to pick, but I guess those are my two like main, like my biggest. I think that my most satisfying goal with lessons was really getting a lot better at my vibrato, as well as just my finger control in general. I feel like before I was kind of just playing and hoping it sounded good, and then after lessons I paid a lot more attention to what I was playing, and I cared a lot more about it, and I think it made me just like playing a lot better. My advice to beginning musicians is find out what you want to play, because a lot of people I feel like go through like schooling or come from other places that like this is what you have to play, like you have to play this type of music, you have to do this type of thing, but I think that a lot of people don't realize that a lot of what the like it's not just about playing, it's about what you're playing. And if you don't like what you're playing, then it's not going to be fun for you, obviously. Like, you can't make it fun out of nowhere. But when you find what you like and who you like to play with, that's always also a really good thing. It just makes it so much more enjoyable to play and just have fun with it. To convince someone to play the violin, I'd say that it's just like a really pretty instrument, and there's a lot that you can do with it. It's not just one sound that you can make out of it. There's like fiddle music and just classical music, or like kind of jazzy violin. It's not just one size fits all. It's kind of like I know that's a lot of instruments, but I just feel like this is one of my favorites in how it sounds with all of the different types of music that it can make, and it's very just like just a cool instrument. Advice I'd give to a struggling musician is it's okay to like step back for a second and kind of reevaluate. Just continuing to push on, that sometimes helps, but if you aren't able to step back and take a big picture of the entire like piece, the entire like even event, if it's an event, just the vibe of everything, then you can't really focus on the small stuff if you aren't looking at the big stuff. When I did a Music Royale recital, I liked how kind of chill it was. It wasn't super high stakes, obviously, but it was just like a fun little Christmas recital where I got to play a couple Christmas songs for like just people in the community, and I thought that that was just really nice to have that fun little event just to, spread some Christmas cheer, I guess. My favorite part about being at Music Royale is I really like my teacher. I think that she was just like kind of the perfect fit for me. We had a lot of fun, and I liked the location. It's really close to my house, and it's super easy to get to, and it's just like overall, like everything about it is just really, the vibes are good, the people are nice. It's just like it's not like a chore to come to lessons, and that's been kind of how it felt for me in a few past lessons. So it's just been really nice to be able to just come to lessons and not have to worry about like, oh, I have lessons on Sunday, and more just being like, oh, I have a lesson on Sunday. I am going to Bowling Green the next year in the fall, and I'm excited about it. At Bowling Green, I will be majoring in theater technology and design, which I'm also very, very excited about. I want to work at some kind of concert venue or just like anywhere that does musical stuff, whether it's like musicals or just concerts in general. I've always loved music, and being able to like be behind the scenes, keeping the show just continuing on, that's like one of my favorite things. So I plan on hopefully continuing on my own with my violin. Hopefully I'll have time. And since I plan on working somewhere where either I do musicals or concerts, I hopefully will learn how to tune different instruments, how to help people with their music if they need help. I think that's been really helpful that I've learned how to read treble clef. I think that's because I don't want to say it's like a bass, but I feel like it's really universal, and that's hopefully going to be very, very helpful. I would say if you want to do music, I would always say do it. It doesn't matter if you like think you'll be good or if you'll be like if it's just like a lot. I mean, everything that's good takes a lot of time, and I think that doing music is one of the best uses of your time, because it's not just for other people, but I mean, it's just like being musical is just fun. And just like being able to hear music and feel music everywhere is just it makes life a lot more interesting.